Yo, so a family in Midlothian, Texas are on edge after someone allegedly tried to set their house on fire at 1:30 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Pretty crazy, right? I don't have too much information on the family who owns the home, but it seems like they just moved to Midlothian hoping for safety and community, but instead they're facing racial discrimination.
Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Trending Pulse Worldwide. My name is Amy. If you're new here, you're very welcomed and kindly consider subscribing. Now, what you just saw was real security footage out of Midlothian, Texas, and it was a hooded man attempting to set a black family's home on fire while they were asleep inside. And can you imagine the fear of knowing someone would do that simply because of the color of your skin? And 8 people were inside that home, including children. And if not for the quick thinking of the daughter who noticed the fire and woke everyone up, this story could have ended in tragedy. It's a painful reminder of just how dangerous hate can become when it isn't stopped. And this isn't about dirty looks or casual remarks. This is violence, pure and simple. And it shows us the ugly side of racism that still exists in America today and how it can escalate to something life-threatening. Now, let's take a moment to see how people are reacting to this shocking act, because the conversations happening across America really highlights just how deeply this has shaken people. So let's take a look, then I'll be back and you can talk about it.
Now see, that's why I keep saying we need a group that rides at dawn whenever folks feel comfortable enough to play with our people. Because what happened to that Midlothian family, the Midlothian black family, that's been experiencing racial discrimination and intimidation, the fact that they got their house set on fire in the middle of the night, it was an arsonist literally pouring gas on their house and setting their house ablaze, and they would have been in a horrible situation if one of them weren't woke and saw what was happening. I'm telling y'all, there should be a group that rides at dawn. They go to wherever it's needed. Come on now, we got enough people. There's enough money between us that we can fund this and put this together. Because should nobody ever feel comfortable enough to do that. And then they're on the news, they're crying and they're scared and they're not really sleeping well. And now they're trying to move because people are mad that they live in their neighborhood. They said that at one point they were putting stuffed monkeys on their porch. Like, grow the heck up. One minute y'all say we're looking for handouts, and then as soon as y'all see somebody who's in the same neighborhood as you, now you want to racially intimidate them? Yeah. Come on, y'all, let's put this group together. A group that rides at dawn, that just go on and get it together. Because, And the fact that they're feeling alone and scared and all that stuff, that shouldn't be. Come on. It's enough of us. Let's get it together.
Okay. So, I'm only making a video about this because it's hitting close to home for me. To the family in Midlothian, Texas, that is dealing with racism and hate, who has had someone, they caught him on camera, pour gasoline and try to set their house on fire, burnt up the whole garage. Who in their right everlasting mind, I don't care what is wrong with people? But to this family, do not leave. Do not move. That's what they want. Hate is going to be everywhere you go. The next neighborhood you move to, all it takes is someone down the street or around the corner. It's just sad. And I get that as adults, we got to be accountable for our own actions. Like, I get that. But when you have a president that is so confident in his actions and his hate, then we get incidents like this where people are just so confident to feel that they can treat anybody any old kind of way and act any old kind of way and do anything and act like they invincible. Because he think he invincible. We are, 47% into the good bill or the good whatever it is, 2020, Project 2020. Don't even get me started on that. But to this family, do not move. And this is coming from somebody that dealt with a next door neighbor. And I had a gasoline can outside. And I'd be more concerned about my ex-husband coming and pouring gas. As sad as it is, and I got his kids over there in that house, I'd be more worried about him than them. Please try me. And I got 3 cameras out front. But I dealt with it. So coming from somebody who has dealt with hate, racism, unfair treatment, assuming, I'll never forget when I tried, because for the longest I just tried with the wife. The wife is, so sweet and respectful and all the things, and she means well. And I think she's super, super embarrassed of how her husband act. But you hollered at my kids, made a video about that. I was the one that was the bigger person, sad to say. I was the one that said, you know what, our kids go to school together. At the end of the day, it's our kids hurting. Our kids are friends. We can't tear them apart. Like, I could tell my kids all day, don't go back to his house, don't ring his doorbell, don't go on his property all day long. But we adults, and our kids learn from us how to process things. So it was me that was like, let me do this, let me do that, let me put this little extra. Oh, it's Mother's Day. Let me go put a little token on her door too. I did it for this neighbor, that neighbor. Let me do it for her too. Let me put a little candle and a little this and that. Trying to be the bigger person. Like, oh, they lived here before me. They've been here 15 years. Then I had to, by the second time, after all that, and I thought we got somewhere, then her husband yelled at my daughter, had my daughter in tears, came back, on the Ring camera, told my daughter, get away from my house or I'm gonna call the police on you. My daughter was 10 years old at the time, crying, because I was the one that sent her over there. But her little boy can just ding dong. And you're not gonna get that reaction from me, because I don't care what color you are. I'm not treating no kid, no person, no human like they're not human.
It's crazy when you think about it. This is a family just like any other family, and they were sleeping, probably thinking about the next day, school, work, just normal life. And out of nowhere, someone decides they don't deserve to live just because of their skin color. And it makes you wonder what kind of heart carries that much hate. And the kids, that's the part that gets me, because children should never have to go through something like that. And imagine the fear they'll remember every time they go to bed at night, wondering if someone's outside trying to hurt them again. And that's not just fire damage, that has caused trauma to them. And racism doesn't stop at insults, it eats away at humanity. When someone is willing to burn down a house with people inside, that's a sign of how deep this sickness goes. And yet, at the same time, we also see how strong people can be. That daughter acted fast. She saved her family. That's bravery you can't measure. And it just shows me we can't ignore racism, because ignoring it only allows it to grow into things like this. Anyway, guys, I'd love to know what you think about this conversation and this topic. How do you deal with hate at this level? Can America really fix this? Or are you just patching up wounds as they come? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on such conversations. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Amy and this is Trending Pulse Worldwide. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay blessed.